Somebody thought they were slick. The state of Texas tried to bury this story, and they almost pulled it off. Friday afternoon, heading into Juneteenth weekend. That's the oldest move in the book when you want a story to land quiet. Friday news dies by Monday. Holiday Friday news barely makes it past dinner, but here we are. Karmelo Anthony, breaking news, facts over feelings. Here's the video everybody's losing.
We're going to start with new information, though. We are seeing for the very first time, all of us together, evidence that was used in the Karmelo Anthony murder trial. Why is that? Well, late today, the judge released videos and photographs, all of it presented to the jury in that Collin County courtroom. It's the very first time any of us are seeing what the jury saw, especially during the track meet stabbing that killed 17-year-old Austin Metcalf last year. So let's start with this. Here's surveillance video from Kuykendall Stadium. It was enhanced by investigators, so this is what they showed for the jury in the trial. Take a look, upper left of the screen, you see the tent right there. A commotion's breaking out under the tent, and then a person, highlighted now, is going to pop out from behind it and then starts to run away down the stairs and down the way. That person in the spotlight running away was Karmelo Anthony, right after stabbing Austin Metcalf. A short while later, an officer detained Anthony, who then cried while explaining what he says happened.
All right.
He put his hands on me. I told him not to. He put his hands on me.
Frisco police officers questioned Anthony, then quickly arrested him after initially detaining him. While he sat in a Frisco police vehicle, Anthony asked about Metcalf.
Hold on one second.
Is he gonna be okay?
I don't know yet, man. Karmelo, C-A-R-A.
Other evidence shown during the trial, you see it right there, the 5-inch knife.
Now let me tell you what nobody else is. Everybody online is sharing this footage like they've seen proof that Karmelo Anthony got jumped before he stabbed Austin Metcalf to death at that Frisco track meet. Here's the problem. Nobody has actually seen that footage. Not you, not me, not even Anthony's own defense attorney used it at trial. He got convicted of first-degree murder. 35 years. A jury already decided. The entire he was attacked claim comes from one man, Morris Dwayne Turner. He lives in Pilot Point, Texas. He's not a school employee. He's not a journalist. He has no connection to either family. He requested to view Frisco ISD surveillance footage under Texas open records law. And he says what he saw was an 11-minute video, multiple camera angles, that was never played for the jury. According to Turner, that footage shows Anthony getting attacked more than once before he ever pulled a knife. He says Anthony tried to walk away and got followed. That's the foundation of every "he was jumped" post you've seen this week. So why can't you just watch it yourself? Frisco ISD only allows in-person viewing inside their administration building. No recording, no copying, no photos. The district points to FERPA, the Federal Student Privacy Law, and that rule applies to anyone who requests access. Turner doesn't even have his own copy. In a long interview with a TikTok creator, he said he expects to get the full video once the case wraps up, and he plans to release it then. Not now. Later. Maybe. Here's the part people keep skipping. Morris Dwayne Turner is a registered sex offender in Texas. He was convicted of indecency with a child by contact. The victim was 13 years old. He's required to register for life. That's public record sitting right next to his claim. You decide what it does to his credibility. The jury that convicted Anthony saw something different. 5 camera angles from Frisco ISD's own system, mostly wide distance shots. A forensic analyst walked the jury through the enhanced footage frame by frame. What they saw was a shove, people scattering, and Anthony running off the field within a minute. That jury came back in under 3 hours. Now ask the question nobody on your timeline is asking. If footage exists showing a group attacking Anthony before he ever stabbed anyone, why didn't his own defense attorney use it? His client was facing life in prison. Instead, the prosecution and the defense worked off the same district footage. Turner's 11-minute version never made it into that courtroom. Not from the state, not from the defense. Now I'm stepping out of the facts and into my opinion. I'm not a lawyer. The only law class I ever took was in high school. I watch a lot of Law & Order, and I actually know the amendments. So take this for what it's worth. In my opinion, this isn't a murder case. At worst, this is manslaughter. I'm not saying Karmelo Anthony shouldn't do any time. I'm saying first-degree murder doesn't fit what the footage actually shows. On Turner, I'm not questioning him because of his background, but his background is going to give a lot of people a reason to question him. And what he did was wrong, period. He shouldn't have been on school property in the first place. That's his problem to deal with. Here's my advice to Karmelo Anthony and his family. Whether he beats this on appeal or not, this young man is intelligent and he still has a future. If he ends up doing time, use it. Start taking classes, go to law school, become a lawyer. Because when he gets out and passes the bar, he's going to have an instant client base waiting for him. Facts over feelings. That's what this channel does. Subscribe if you're done with vibes and you want somebody who actually reads the documents. I'll be back.